Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And a pretty move got him some extra space to run. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Thompson Robinson, quick throw out wide, it's caught.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Browns at 2-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is Starks. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Young. Dropping it off for Starks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Starks. Shrugs him off. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea Slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here is Young. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, Gaines. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
19 tight, 19 tight. Come 19, come 19. Ready.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. At their own 18-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
2nd down, Thompson Robinson now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. following the interception. Young under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting home that time to Marvin Overshown. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
On the double.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15.
Here we go, set. Set. Number 38, set.
Young to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Thompson Robinson trying again on second down. That's swung out wide to Harris. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A run here for starts. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ready?
They run again with Starks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now Starks. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Young keeps it, moving right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and it had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And it'll be intercepted.
intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. Shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson throwing here. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
47-yard line.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hurt.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
First down. Here's Thompson Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Go.
From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Ready.
Thompson Robinson now. And this one is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Ready. Break.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ultra. Ultra. Ready?
On 2nd down now. Starts. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Off the play fake, Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
18, pioneer.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Mustang 19.
Here's Thompson Robinson again on 2nd and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Dances by at the 20. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Down.
3rd and 3. Young. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Blake Gillikin on a punt here as he'll send this one away. Here comes the pressure, and the Browns block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And just shutting him off there. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
It's a pickup of 66 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff up the middle. Starks. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is getting enough blockers in front and create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Thompson Robinson now. He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Sheds off the tackle.
Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The York on now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes partner, I think it...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds
so possession will stay the same. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle they go. Starts, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. This is 2nd and 8. On play action, Young. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, starts, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Young off the play fake. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's Young off play action. And Sharp pulls it in. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll toss it to Starks. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7th. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again on the ground, again with Starks. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Throwing, Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And this is up and good from Piñeiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At their own 21-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Throwing, Thompson Robinson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run on first down. Starts. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, Starks. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Browns on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Street. Dragon 60. Go.
Thompson Robinson now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Going for it, Thompson Robinson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, starts. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind that it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, computer.
On 3rd down, starts. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. The kick by Pinheiro is good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
Thompson Robinson to throw on 1st down. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Second down, Thompson Robinson now. There's Chris Olave. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, Thompson Robinson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
19 Lions.
And once more, it's Thompson Robinson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Panthers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8.